So I grew up in the suburbs of Baltimore. My childhood was very tumultuous. So my mom battled an alcohol addiction. My dad was pretty depressed, and I experienced a lot of verbal, emotional, and even sometimes physical abuse. And not just in the home, but even from other family members outside of the home. I remember as a child just kind of thinking like, why are people acting this way? Or why are they treating me this way? It shifted my relationship with God. In my mind, he punishes bad people and he's, nice to good people. I wanted God to love me, but I was coming into almost like a realization that maybe it just wasn't gonna happen. I'm a bad person and I don't deserve blessings. I deserve these horrible things. I was in 2 abusive relationships for 5 years each. I had no more fight because initially I'm thinking God abandoned me, I'll figure it out. I'm like, I can't figure it out. I can't do this anymore. And I walked away and I took a break. And during that time, I'd meet this guy. He's really loving, he's really compassionate, just overall great person. And I'm starting to feel like, man, this is what it feels like to be loved. This is great. Like you're pregnant, it's twins, we're nervous, we're excited. We have our twins, 2 daughters, and 2 months later, I wake up in the middle of the night to check on a crying baby, and what I find is him lying face down at the bottom of the stairs. It's almost like, what do you want from me? Because at this point, I'm thinking, why can't I have a family? Like, why can't I have happiness? Why can't I have, my kids don't get a dad? Like, why can't I have anything? Like, I'm sorry. So I spent a year in grief counseling, and it was really helpful. It was probably the first time I ever thought that healing was possible for me, that I was deserving of something different. If I'm deserving of healing, and if I'm deserving of something better, maybe God doesn't hate me, but then how does he feel about me? So I came to Hanover, Pennsylvania, thinking new scenery, new life, kind of a new chance at something different. It was January 2020, and this kind of conviction comes over me. That's the best way I can think to describe it. It was like an invitation, like obedience. So it's like, okay, is God asking me to be obedient? So I started kind of getting instructions, like if I ask you to do something, will you do it? If I lead you somewhere, will you follow me? When I feel like the Holy Spirit asks me something or shows me something, I will give it a try. There was never like this peace and this comfort, like, oh, the Lord told me to do these things and I'm gonna do them. And there's just so much peace. It was like, Lord, this is crazy. Why are we doing this? But it wasn't until I took the step that I could see him working. I started going to LCBC and got connected, and it really made me think about my story. When I typed it up in my laptop, I called it My Story, His Glory. I have these absolutely amazing twins. I am a few months away from graduation. Like how far I had come. I feel like he was always pursuing me. There were always breadcrumbs. There was always something there to let me know that he was still there, which is why I couldn't look up and just say, he doesn't exist because I'm suffering. He was always there. I have a relationship. Like I have somebody I can go and talk to. Like I can say, Jesus, this is hard. I can say, Jesus, this is great. Just a relationship, like somebody that I can connect with. It's just like somebody I love and he loves me, and it just feels good. My name is Latonya, and I am a life changed by Christ.